What else is there to do when Ferrari get a double disqualification in the Grand Prix? It's time to laugh at Ferrari memes. Ferrari engineers watching their multi-million euro aero package be upstaged by literal damage to the car. Mamma mia, get the pasta loaded up and inject it, because once again, I tweeted this at the time, but Leclerc, especially just him specifically, has this incredible ability to go quicker with end plate damage. We've seen it before in 2022, the British Grand Prix, I think it was, 23 as well. It's happened again. He was literally the quicker Ferrari today with the damage. Honestly, the plan at Japan, just rock up, no front wings. Both Ferraris, just the nose, no front wing, proper old school Formula 1 style, job's done. Some more radio gold from Leclerc today. We're losing some time in turn 2. Maybe try one lap without using the curb from his engineer. Just nope, I'm not having any of it. To be honest, it wasn't even just Leclerc. Everyone, there were so many drivers with so much sass today on the team radio. But yeah, once again, Leclerc and his engineer, they're on a roll. You know, last race it was, you know, the water issue in the car, and today it was just simply either nope, I'm not having any of it, or Leclerc telling his engineer off for just talking too much, just yapping on the radio non-stop. Oh no, Hamilton's radio, I've been hit by someone, and it's just Rosberg slowly transforming into Leclerc. Not again. Spa, essence of Spa that was at turn 1. Oh yeah, this was it. Main loss, turns 8 and 9. He's just like, you've told me that about 10 or 15 times, mate. I know, I don't need the negativity. We are checking Ferrari with the perfectly balanced package, Ferrari with a broken front end plate. It literally is all the gear, and you get beaten by this. Just vibes. Oh, I was wondering when we're going to get a joke about the double DSQ. This is how it goes for Ferrari. It is so over. I've seen a version of this where it's so over, we're so back, it's so over, but this is just even better. It's so over, it's over, we're definitely done, we are done, back to it's so over. There's not even a we're back. It's just a circle of we're done to over. This weekend, though, it literally was the other version. It was, you know, we're so back with Lewis on pole, the sprint, and then it's so over again with the immediate next full Grand Prix. Sainz gaining a point after the Ferrari double DSQ. Tell Fred I want him to know it was me. 2026 is going to be our year for real. The Ferrari with the prancing horse just left. It's just simply the badge. The horse is leaving the stable, and Hamilton looks devastated. And we're returning one of the utter depression pictures of Leclerc from, I think that's 2023. Even the damn horse left. 2026 is the year, people. It's time to count down the days, count down the months. Hello, darkness, my old friend. No meme here. This is just a group therapy session for Ferrari fans. I mean, honestly, you lads, you might need it. Charles's front wing for the entire race. Oh, that's good. That's clever. Just the end plate off on that side. Lance Stroll is currently above both Ferrari drivers in the standings. Hey, look, maybe we're all too harsh on Lancey boy. He's cooking so far in the season. Shanghai Metro Station updated. We've got Shanghai Circus World on the Metro, and someone's put a Ferrari logo over the top. Get off of that stop. It is a Circus World indeed. Nurse, sir, you've been in a coma since 1997. Oh boy, I can't wait to see Williams at a Ferrari in the constructors standings, and it's happening. It is happening. We've got Verstappen.com as well, literally just him alone in third place. But yeah, Williams currently still sitting above Ferrari. This is another great graph to describe Ferrari fans' emotions over the months, over the years, to be honest. And you can see the fluctuations of bros. We're back. It's so over. We are so back in such big swings. It is over once again, and then just a mixtape bros, and it's over for real this time. And it's just, you know, up and down of pandemonia, depression, middle, you know, we've got it all. Tifosi this weekend, laughing, loving life, all of a sudden. That is actually the best use of the Pedro Pascal meme ever. Yeah, that is just this slow, quick descent into crying from laughing from yesterday. It's amazing what a difference a day can make. Because it was literally just yesterday, Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari were aura-maxing after that sprint win. Like, it was incredible that he got his first win in red. It's just typical Ferrari, isn't it? Thank you, Japan, for hosting the season opener. Yep, that is the delusion that everyone is going to be having in Italy at the moment. The season is actually only beginning, okay, in like a week, 2 weeks time. It's so all the years crossed out. Literally, we've got everything. 08, 2014, 2022, 2020, 2010, 2009, every single time. It's all crossed out. I love the details here, though. We've got the little mug with the Ferrari there, some spaghetti, some Marlboro on the desk. But it's really just, it's just that, isn't it? Next year will be our year, TM. Ferrari luck strikes again. This year was supposed to be great. It's only the second race, and I'm a loser. Good use of the Friends meme. Good use. I mean, he's not even driving for a Ferrari, Oscar, but Oscar really had a great facial expression for Ferrari fans looking at the Double DSQ news coming out after the race, significantly after the race also, to the point where, like, I saw Ocon was going on the plane and he's finding out then. Welcome to the club with the B in Brit. It's giving Spinala vibes, isn't it? It really is. This man, where was this photo from? I actually can't remember, because he looks so incredibly put through in that photo, and then you found a good one for Lewis as well to match the vibe. Types of headaches: migraine, hypertension, stress, Ferrari. It's poetry, actually. The official ice cream of Ferrari, DQ. The real race is after the race. The Grand Prix, I sleep. Post-race scrutineering. This is the real stuff. This is when it gets juicy, and it really honestly was. I wasn't going to make a video today reacting to Reddit memes, because I don't think there was that much to go off in that Grand Prix, but Ferrari's Double DSQ just really brought all the content, didn't it? When your team scores double points thanks to Ferrari messing up. Yeah, Sainz, after quite a race to forget, really a frustrating one for Carlos Sainz, he, comes away with a point, after, being a little bit, confused at where that sort of confidence and pace in the car was with him in testing. And Haas as well. Their double points were upgraded. Ocon with the 5th place. It was Behrman with P8, I believe. So, yeah, I mean, Haas and Williams both really benefiting from the post-race scrutineering. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C. It's going all the way to Plan F. Ferrari disaster class LH. Was this the plan all along behind Fred? Always has been, son. Always has been. I feel like it wouldn't be a proper intro to Ferrari for Lewis if you didn't have a weekend like this where you can go from such a high to such a low and have it be such a blunder like this where all they can say is, we made a mistake, Oh, this is a great side-by-side. The aura farming going on pre-season, and then now that we've got into the season, it's just this. It's just this. Oh no! Oh no! You ruined his day. You ruined that moment. Now I'm not gonna be able to unsee it now. Oh no! We've got a double wombo combo here live from the Ferrari debrief. Both drivers just coming in with the shotguns out, and then yeah, the FIA, they were already a bit toast, and the FIA just finished them off. Absolutely finished them off. Oh, this was the original. It's so over. We're back. We're so back. It's over. It's so over. And this was after this. Lewis, after pressing that K1 button, this was after the sprint pole, the win. And this just sums it up then. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. And like I said, the biggest talking point from this entire race is now this Ferrari Double DSQ. There wasn't actually a whole lot, funny, coming out of that Grand Prix as a whole. A lot of it was very, as it goes, with the way the strategy and everyone being quite stubborn with the one-stop. Few little fleeting moments in there, which we'll go through now. Albon being the first Williams driver in 10 plus years to lead a Grand Prix for an ever so brief moment there. I feel like that's Williams most of the time in terms of trying to achieve what they're trying to say. I mean, to be fair, it's been a very good start to the season for Williams. Good haul of points. Just gotta hope it continues for them. George be like, do nothing, win. Does nothing, I said this in Australia. Russell has an act of, and to be fair, if you really look at it, it's actually just the fact that he's just incredibly consistent when, outside sources, aren't affecting him. He can just do that job, but it really just does feel like he does nothing and just ends up in a P3 all the time. Locked in, Stroll 99% of the time. Stroll this season so far, absolutely him. 5th championship loading, braking. Verstappen promoted to V-Carb for the rest of 2025. That RB, I mean, they've had a few strategy blunders. This one, how they ended up both out the points because they went so early with that 2-stop and no one else joined them. Abysmal pit stop strategy from them, really, because they should have had double points V-Carb. And if you really look at it, how close Hadjar and Tsunoda were in quali to Verstappen, arguably, that V-Carb really is probably the more drivable car, and it's just the fact that Verstappen is such a talent that he's able to drag that horse of a Red Bull. I say horse, in terms of the way Ferrari are going, but I think the rumors are flying. Yuki in the Red Bull for Japan. Honestly, stick him in, and evidently you'll probably see Yuki can also not drive that Red Bull anywhere near where Max can do it, because fundamentally, I think that Red Bull car is actually a honker. The RB is arguably the better Red Bull car in terms of ultimate drivability, and I'd actually be genuinely curious what Verstappen can do in an RB with the backing and funding of the Red Bull team. Antonelli be like driver of the day, starts P8, finishes P. This is baffling. How on earth did Antonelli get driver of the day? The only thing I can think of is people making up for round one, because realistically, a lot of people think that Antonelli should have got a driver of the day for the Australian Grand Prix because of his comeback. So maybe a bit of justice for that. I think Toto on the radio was just joking about his good looks. Maybe that's why he's been voted. Maybe the Chinese fans all voting for him. The track, I don't know, but but I mean, even Kimi was absolutely baffled at how he's done that, but you take him. We cannot compete with Chinese dank. This was a fever dream. This is when your customized character makes it into the cutscene. This was Martin Brundle interviewing a man with a unicorn head on him. I've seen it all. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. We've probably not seen it all with Formula 1. It always surprises us with wacky stupidity, but this is up there. Finish the formation lap. True GOAT. Oh, that's unfair on Hadjar. That's unfair. Really great quality from him. Really great quality. It's just a shame the team messed up a bit on the strategy. I mean, in the end, because of the DSQ, Tsunoda, I think, scored a point, didn't he, in the end? But it should have been 2 double strong points for V-Carb. I think if you look at their pace in quali, they went too early, like I said, and no one else joined them. Wise words from Lewis Hamilton. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Lewis Hamilton after the sprint. 2 out of 2 DNF pain for Fernando Alonso. Honestly, Aston Martin have got that whiskey sponsor. Just crack open a glass of whiskey for the rest of the season. Just sit out, wait for 2026. Maybe some hope with Adrian Newey having proper influence on Aston Martin, because so far it's been a bit of a torrid time for Alonso, hasn't it? Piastri, unbothered, moisturized, happy, in my lane, focused, flourishing. I mean, he just walked it. He walked it. Ominous stuff from McLaren. Obviously, Lando had the brake issue, but apart from that, they honestly were walking that one with a 1-2. That is got to be an ominous sign. Even though we've had a lot of chaos, the quali is all very close. I think when you don't have rain involved or issues, I think if it's an uninterrupted Grand Prix, I think underlying that McLaren just has everything covered so far. Congratulations to Oscar for breaking the home race curse. Hey, that little Chinese heritage is coming. It's coming. The home crowd were steering him on. And to end it, I think today, Ollie Behrman with chow, 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 chow everywhere. Hey, look, we trained him well. We did that pre-season training with him at Silverstone, and that was the Ollie Behrman from F1 Manager. That was switchback galores, real good moves, amazing recovery. What was it, P17 to P8 then in the end with the Ferrari DSQs. If you actually qualified pretty well. Who knows? Who knows what he could be doing, because Ocon was up there in P5. I mean, what a turnaround for Haas. After a really torrid time in Australia, they've, seemed to find their feet again. It was mystifying. So, yeah, great stuff out there. And, yeah, Bearman may have just coined himself a new little meme of his own for the rest of his first full season in Formula 1. But, guys, if you have enjoyed the video, then be sure to hit the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I'll catch you guys around. Goodbye.